No, already say no to this.
Look, I've already got Steckel and Hurley, two of the top GPAs in the school.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're traveling back to the 90s to relive the emotional roller coaster that was Kulia, Jiefer? Not every couple name rolls off the tongue. From Liz and Dick to Brad and Angie, some celebrity couples stick with us long after they break up. Others are confined to a specific decade, or in the case of Julia Roberts and Kiefer Sutherland, a couple of years.
Fame is inevitable.
That's the wrong reason.
It's the right idea.
People often forget that for a hot second in the early 90s, Roberts and Sutherland weren't just a celebrity couple, they were the celebrity couple. Unlike Tom and Nicole or Bruce and Demi, though, this pair wouldn't even make it down the aisle.
But then this other thing kind of took over.
Although their time together was fleeting, it's surprising that such a significant pop culture milestone could fade into relative obscurity. We guess you just had to be there, but allow us to set the stage.
Promise me you'll go through with this.
Donald's son and Eric's sister. The year was 1989. One was the son of actor Donald Sutherland, the other the sister of actor Eric Roberts. Kiefer and Julia were both coming into their own as major stars when they met while shooting Flatliners in late 1989.
Nelson, can you hear us?
Welcome back.
Roberts arrived on set around the same time she finished another movie you might have heard of, Pretty Woman. At the time, Sutherland was married to Camelia Kath, the widow of guitarist Terry Kath. Roberts had been engaged to her Steel Magnolias co-star Dylan McDermott.
Say you're gonna marry me. I hate suspense.
Okay. You meet me 2 o'clock, Presbyterian Church.
Yet it wasn't long until Roberts and Sutherland were an item. In January 1990, the same month Flatliners wrapped, Roberts won a Golden Globe for Steel Magnolias. She concluded her speech by thanking her, quote, blue-eyed, green-eyed best friend, undoubtedly Sutherland.
This is for him, too. Thanks.
Less than a month after Roberts' Globe win, news broke that Sutherland and Kath had filed for divorce, agreeing to share custody of their daughters, one from Kath's previous relationship. While Roberts' Globe win and Oscar nomination for Steel Magnolias propelled her to A-lister status, she was about to become America's sweetheart.
I would have stayed for 2,000.
I would have paid 4.
In March 1990, Pretty Woman debuted, signifying Roberts' coronation as movie star royalty. Flatliners released that August, the same month Roberts and Sutherland announced their engagement.
What if he didn't make it back? Did you miss him, Rachel?
In January 1991, Roberts found herself accepting another Globe for Pretty Woman. Roberts embraced Sutherland before making her way to the stage. This time, she mentioned her fiancé by name in her speech.
Most of all, I would like to thank Kiefer, who supports me through everything and brings so much happiness to my life.
Speaking with Barbara Walters in February, Roberts said that she'd love Sutherland, quote, forever.
This is the one that's going to be for the rest of your life, if you could look that far in the
forever love. I believe in that.
Runaway Bride Origins. The wedding was set for June 14, 1991. 20th Century Fox's Soundstage 14 would provide the venue, making this a true Hollywood affair with 150 guests.
I had the strangest dream.
Roberts' 4 bridesmaids picked up their $425 Manolo Blahnik shoes to go with matching seafoam green outfits. Yet Roberts' custom-made $8,000 dress went unclaimed. 3 days before the ceremony, Roberts and Sutherland reportedly came to a, quote, mutual decision to postpone their nuptials. Not long after, the whole thing was called off. Although this came as a shock to many, there had been signs of trouble in paradise. Earlier that year, Sutherland moved out of Roberts' home, taking up residence at the St. Francis Hotel. Sutherland claimed he was researching a role, although the media speculated otherwise.
Since when did truth and knowledge become a horror?
Across the street was Sutherland's favorite pool hall where he allegedly started seeing a go-go dancer named Amanda Rice, aka Raven.
What was that all about?
I just said something in really bad taste.
Sutherland moved back in with Roberts after 3 weeks, but the plot thickened when Rice started speaking to the tabloids. Rice claimed that Sutherland called Roberts, quote, an ice princess.
Gonna hit the road.
As Sutherland denied having a romantic relationship with Rice, Roberts checked into a hospital for the flu, or so her rep said. The wedding was seemingly still on, although another red flag was raised when Sutherland's bachelor party was suddenly canceled. A cake shaped like a 15-pound turkey had been prepared for the event. The Dominick's restaurant staff would eat the turkey cake, while the 4-tier wedding cake that had been ordered was never finished.
I can just picture you there, sitting alone at your table in your lavender gown.
Did I tell you my gown was lavender?
Hair swept up, haven't touched your cake.
Instead of marrying Roberts on June 14, 1991, Sutherland moved out of her Hollywood Hills house. Meanwhile, Roberts was eating a turkey burger at Nowhere Cafe with Jason Patric, Sutherland's friend and Lost Boys co-star.
It's too late. My blood is in your veins.
Patric had received an invitation to the wedding, which Sutherland rescinded. Not long after, Roberts and Patric flew from London to Dublin, where they stayed at the Shelburne Hotel. While they got separate rooms, Roberts noticeably wasn't wearing her engagement ring.
Guard this with your life.
What is it?
The ring.
Why are you giving it to me?
All the while, Sutherland headed to his 300-acre Whitefish, Montana ranch, where he was supposed to honeymoon with Roberts. By the end of the year, Roberts and Sutherland were officially over. The two were set to star in a western called Renegades, but that project died with their relationship.
Trouble? You think I look like trouble? I'm a poet. Carrying flowers of all things.
Although the media made it sound like the wedding was canceled only a few days in advance, Roberts claimed that it wasn't so abrupt.
Maggie!
Go.
Maggie!
Roberts also said that she planned to end the engagement, but Sutherland beat her to it over the phone. As for why things didn't work out, this is where the rumor mill comes in.
Rachel, everything matters. Everything we do matters.
Some believe it was due to Sutherland's relationship with Rice, whom he supposedly did date for a brief period. Others say it was because Roberts' career was skyrocketing to the point that Sutherland couldn't keep up. Sutherland reflected years later, quote,
She was arguably the most famous woman in the world.
Yeah.
And this wedding that was supposed to be something between the two of us became something so big.
Whatever the reason, the gossip died down until Roberts starred in Runaway Bride. The 1999 rom-com reunited Roberts with Pretty Woman director Gary Marshall and co-star Richard Gere.
And Gills, of course.
Yeah.
And George. He proposed at a butterfly farm in St. Thomas. The ring was inside a cocoon.
Roberts played a woman who was run out on multiple grooms, leading the press to speculate if the film was semi-autobiographical. In reality, the project had been in the works for nearly a decade, with Roberts first reading the script years before signing on. Hector Elizondo said that Sutherland never came up on set, but, quote, I'm sure there were some jokes flying around. Roberts denied that she was playing herself, saying, quote, to draw parallels to something I think people don't even pursue the truth about, and at this point is such ancient history, is silly.
I wanted to talk to you about why I run, sometimes ride, away from things.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Life isn't a rom-com. Indeed, Sutherland and Roberts' relationship felt like ancient history by the turn of the century, with both moving on.
I'm smart, I'm hardworking, and I'll do anything, and I'm not leaving here without a job.
Professionally, the two had never been doing better. Roberts kicked off 2001 by winning an Oscar for Aaron Brockovich, while Sutherland landed his career-defining role as Jack Bauer on 24.
It's Wall. She's coming into the office. He wants everybody in as soon as possible. It's only a briefing. I should be back within an hour.
Behind the scenes, Roberts married country singer Lyle Lovett in 1993. Following a divorce in 1995, she dated actor Benjamin Bratt before marrying cinematographer Daniel Moder in 2002. They're still together with 3 children.
That's the best stuff, to come home at the end of the day triumphantly to them.
Sutherland married Elizabeth Kelly Wynn in 1996, although they separated 3 years later with the divorce finalized in 2008. He briefly dated Bo Derek before entering a long-term relationship with model/actress Cindy Vella. The couple has been engaged since 2017. Sutherland and Patric stopped talking for nearly 10 years following the wedding that never was. They reconciled in the 2000s, co-starring in a 2011 production of That Championship season, which Patric's father, Jason Miller, wrote.
We hadn't seen each other for over 20 years, and then we contacted
I don't know
each
if it was that long, but yeah.
Sure it was, man.
At the time of their split, Robert said, quote, I feel like Kiefer, for whatever reasons, tried to make it seem like he was the victim of the situation. I quite honestly believe that Kiefer knows that it's the best thing for himself and for me that it didn't happen. Sutherland seems to share the same mindset now, saying in 2016 that Roberts was brave for walking away.
And I think it took a lot of courage, in amongst all of that other stuff, to be able to say, I can't do this.
Roberts and Sutherland are still big names over 30 years later. Even if their relationship flatlined, their careers didn't.
I really am sorry.
Nelson, please wait.
Is there another celebrity couple retrospective you'd like to see from us? Make suggestions in the comments.
Ready?
I'm listening.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.